everyone, it's me Beata from horoscopesandreadings.com and welcome to your forecast for April 2018. I have decided to divide this forecast into two categories. First, I will start with general events, general astrological events which we can expect in April, and then in second part of the video I will talk about full moon and its effect on you personally. Okay, so let's jump in. First, very good thing which is about to happen is that Mercury turns direct on April 15th. Maybe you have noticed that Mercury was retrograde past weeks, and for some of us this was not very pleasant time, especially if you are the one who has Mercury retrograde in your birth chart. Then I believe that you have felt the effect of Mercury being retrograde, because Mercury is responsible for our speech, for our communication, for our thinking. Yes, it's our mind, it's our rational thinking. Mercury is also responsible for our car, for technologies, yes, for our day-to-day interactions with people. So when Mercury is retrograde, I believe that you had some problems in this area. But when Mercury will not be retrograde anymore, there will be ease in your communication with other people. And if you have postponed some actions because of Mercury being retrograde, so from April 15th onwards you can act on it. This is especially potent when it comes to dealing with some offices, officers, even authorities, and overall administration. I have Mercury retrograde in my natal chart, so when Mercury was retrograde, and thing is that still is, I was in service with my car 2 times in 1 month, and this is really not common. So you can see how Mercury retrograde can be manifested also when it comes to your car. Okay, so much more easier communication, no more fights with people, no more misunderstandings, right? Because when Mercury turns direct, there's that clarity of the mind, so you really will get each other, right? You will understand what other person is about to say, and you will really get it. So no misleading, no miscommunication, no misunderstandings. Okay. So next thing I would like to tell you, which is also very important and interesting and is happening in April, is that 2 heaviest planets in our sky, Saturn and Pluto, are turning retrograde from middle of April until the end of September 2018. This is general influence, so maybe you will find yourself somewhere in this video, because we all feel the effect. So what happens when Saturn turns retrograde? Saturn is very heavy energy. Saturn is all about that structure, that organization, that discipline, right? So when Saturn turns retrograde, there are no shortcuts. So whatever you are doing, especially in your work, in your job, or in dealings with authority figures, there is really no shortcut. Otherwise, your shortcut will not turn out well for you. Okay, so we really have to be responsible in the area where is your Saturn placed natally, right? And this I don't know, because this is very general forecast, but in let's say that very general terms, Saturn teaches us to be patient, right? It's all about practicing patience, it is all about steady, sometimes very slow work, but very important work. Because when you have discipline, when you have focus, when you have some long-term goals, then you really can win. And Saturn is all about setting that long-term goals, long-term plans. So this will be lesson for all of us during these 5 months, because we all will be learning to be patient in some area of our life. Now, when it comes to Pluto, another planet which will turn retrograde in April, in the middle of April, Pluto is different, right? Pluto, I believe, will be teaching us not only about soul searching, because Pluto is very deep, right? Very deep and spiritual planet and very transformative energy. But I believe that this time it will not be only about soul searching, but it will also be about searching for your shadow side and incorporating that shadow side into yourself so you can become whole and even more powerful. Remember, Pluto is all about power, control and money, okay? So these will be our lessons. Not to be afraid to look inside of ourselves, because eventually there are all the answers, and not to be ashamed about who you are, about also your shadow sides, which might be very ugly, very bad. And Pluto teaches us to incorporate these shadow sides into us and turn it into your advantage, okay? Because really bad things or even our ugly parts of our personalities are losing its effect only when we are aware of them and we accept them. So this is really way how to take that control we want to have when we have some Pluto transits, or even when Pluto is turning retrograde. Okay? Now another thing which will happen in April is much more light-hearted, because Venus enters Gemini, and it will happen on April 24th. So zodiac sign of Gemini is very, I believe it's very friendly sign, right? When we have Venus in Gemini, we become very friendly, and it is very easy for us to make new friends. So this is probably one of the scenarios what will happen for you, that you will be capable and you will not be ashamed to make new friends, to have more social contacts. But as everything with Gemini, this energy is very flexible, I would put it like this. So one day you will have this friend, and another day you will replace that original friend for the new one, because this is Gemini energy, right? It goes many ways, I would say. If you are single, here is definitely opportunity for you to go on many dates, right? But I don't know how stable this relationship can be, but this really I cannot say, because this is very general forecast. So this has influence on all of us. But if you are the person who is more introverted, I believe that you will feel the energy of Gemini, Venus in Gemini, and you will not be afraid or ashamed to really make new contacts, or even to call someone you would like to speak. So this is very good with the Gemini. Another thing which will be interesting is a little bit about fashion, because when Venus in Gemini, we are not sure what to wear, okay? Probably this is more for ladies, but really Venus in Gemini is very unpredictable, is very changeable. So Maybe you will buy new clothes and next day you will return it to shop, right? Because you have just changed your mind, okay? So also these things are possible with Venus in Gemini. Next thing I would like to talk about is full moon. Full moon is each month it is very important astrological events because the more sensitive you are, the more you can feel the effect, okay? Some people cannot sleep, or you know, they are awakened during the night, or they wake up very early in the morning, so this is all effect of full moon. Full moon will be in the zodiac sign of Scorpio and will take place on April 29th. So full moon is energy which is all about letting go. Full moon is the energy which will support you if you want to release something. And this something can be some stuff, something, some people, and some situations. So whatever you are ready to let go, full moon will support you to do so, right? If you have something in your life what doesn't serve you anymore, you are ready to let it go and you will be free, because this is full moon, because you know we are developing ourselves in spiral. So on the way of our growth, we really need to be ready to let something go, okay? So this is why full moon is important, and this is why full moon can serve you in your growth. So full moon is not really good for starting new things. We have new moon for that, but full moon is really not good for starting anything new. Okay, and now I would like to talk about a little bit about each zodiac sign and where exactly in your chart will be the effect of the full moon felt the most, and where in your chart or in your life you can benefit from it the most. Okay, Cancer, so let's continue our forecast. If you have your sun sign or your rising sign in Cancer, then I will tell you more, okay? So where you will be experiencing this full moon in Scorpio this month. So you will experience it in your fourth house. Fourth house is house which is originally ruled by your zodiac sign of Cancer. That's why it is always very important house to talk about with you. Fourth house is family house, right? Everything what is near and dear to our hearts is in this house. This is not only family house, but this is also house of our roots and also our deep, psychic emotions and deep emotions, our feelings, right? And you Cancers are all about feelings. So when we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is in its core very intense, deep, and sometimes even dark energy, but definitely very transformative, you will somehow think about your family and even about your household more, okay? I don't know what will be the conclusion for you, what will be your realization you will come to, but this will be definitely more introspective and introverted time. Just be gentle to yourself, take your time to think things through, whatever it might be in that family area. Some of you might be considering, just move away from current place of living, and if you are ready to do so, this full moon will it will push you to do that, okay? Because full moon is of course helping us, but only if we are ready to let something go, and it can really be your current place of living, okay? So I'm done with this forecast for you. If you like it, you can subscribe to my channel, and I wish you a very nice month. Bye bye.